Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's 8 o'clock in the morning here in New Jersey. Another episode of Mike Marino live from my mother's basement. Here I am at the bar, and I just thought, you know what? I want to broadcast this morning here on my fan page because I couldn't sleep. I got so much on my mind that I just couldn't sleep. So I got up at like 7 o'clock in the morning. Usually I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I try to exercise and walk throughout the town. But right now here in New Jersey, it's raining outside, so I couldn't get up and walk around and do my exercising and annoy my neighbors and friends. So I came up to the basement here and decided, okay, I'll do an early morning broadcast on my fan page. Now, I like doing my broadcast on my friends page on Facebook because all my friends write in pretty quickly. But when I do it from my fan page, not that many people write as fast as I would like. They take a while. And I like doing it when they could write in and talk to me fast, like a morning show. So I figure if it's 8 o'clock in the morning here, October 11th, and I'm also going to be broadcasting every Thursday night on ddvradio.com, no matter what the date or what I'm screwing up as far as advertising. But, I figured this was 8 o'clock in the morning drive time. Then again, nobody's driving, watching me right now, as far as I know, because that would be dangerous, and who knows what would happen. So right now I got my first person writing in, and it happens to be my man, Brandon Bruno, who is the owner and CEO of Rockstar Clothing. Rockstar Clothing, ladies and gentlemen, is the proud sponsor of Mike Marino Live on Tour. We're finishing up the year 2017, and then in January, of course, we start the tour of 2018, and that tour also will be sponsored by Mr. Brandon Bruno of Rockstar Clothing. Make America Italian Again comedy tour with yours truly, Mike Marino, broadcasting every week on ddvradio.com, Thursday nights at 8 o'clock, and on Facebook. Good morning, Brandon Bruno. It's nice to see you. I hope you're going to have a wonderful day. I hope you got in contact with Tatiana, who is my social media guru. She does all my social media. Right now, she's probably saying, why is Mike up so early? Because she's in Los Angeles, California. She does all my PA work. She produces Marino 2016, and she is my social media, I say guru, what would it be? My social media team. Her team is besocialmedia.com, besocialmedia.com. So if you guys want to know how to do social media, if you want to know how to do, or if you need someone to do it for you. Good morning, Carol. Yes, I'm coming to Florida, Carol. I come to Florida November, I believe it's 11 and 12. I will be at the Boca Black Box in Boca Raton. So everybody who's listening and watching Boca Black Box, if you're in Florida, I believe it's 10 and 11, November 10, 11, 12. It's that Friday, Saturday night. Boca Raton, Boca Black Box. It's a great place. Come down and see yours truly, Mike Marino, live. Make America Italian Again. Good morning, Lori Ann Vendetti. It's nice to see you. I hope everything went great with your charity. It's wonderful what you do for the animals and the dogs and the cats and everything that you do to save these animals. So I hope that my donation made you some money. I donated some DVDs and CDs to the cause. So I'm hoping that's all working for you and your charity went really, really well. So good morning, Paisano, she's saying. So ciao, buonanotte. Oh, no, that's not. Buongiorno. Buongiorno. My Italian's not so good anymore, but I don't think it ever was, quite honestly. But there you go. So here we are, live in my mother's basement. You know, it's funny. It's still about maybe 8:05. I really don't even know what time it is. But if I think about a long time ago, when me and my two brothers, Paul and Anthony, would get up early to go to school, let's say, or just to go to work. Oh, here we go. It was awesome, and your donation had the most tickets in it, so thank you. Oh, that is fantastic news. Okay, so Lorianne Vendetti, Lorianne, what is the name of your company? Tell me what it is. I'll do a shout out to it right here on the live feed. But Lorianne Vendetti, she saves these dogs and cats and stray animals. I think she saved a bunch from the storm. And then what they do is they take care of them. They make sure they get all their paperwork done and their vaccines and stuff to take care of an animal. And then they give them away. And that's a wonderful thing because she's saving so many lives of these animals. And I don't know, tell me the name of the company when you have a chance. Home Free Animal Rescue out of Red Bank. Red Bank, New Jersey's down the shore. If you're listening or you're watching from a different part of the United States or a different part of the country, Red Bank is a great town. A lot of celebrities down in Red Bank. They got a beautiful theater in Red Bank too, which is where I perform every once in a while from time to time. It's called the Count Basie. But here, Lorianne Vendetti is telling you how she rescues these animals. So Home Free Animal Rescue out of Red Bank, New Jersey. If anybody needs more information, I'm sure you could just Google that and you could watch what happens. All right, so she's saying she don't give away the animals. All right, I stand corrected. It's not like she's here and she's live on the show talking with me, but for a small donation, which to me is free. I mean, if you could make just a donation to go home with a wonderful, loving, caring animal, that is free. So for a donation, you get an animal. I'd love to have a dog. I really would. If I didn't travel so much, I would definitely have a crop of animals running around my yard because I got plenty of room. And right now, there's hundreds of squirrels in my front yard. I have an acorn tree. I have the biggest acorn tree probably in this entire town, which is unfortunate because it makes a mess. There's a mess out there. It just drops acorns all over the place, and then there's a huge amount of squirrels that just go out there, and it's kind of funny to watch because you could see families of squirrels. I guess the mom and the pop and then a bunch of little ones, and all they do is eat these acorns. You'd think they would get bored. You'd think they would knock on my door and say, hey, man, you got any meatballs or macaroni that I could add to these nuts? You know, maybe you got some salad, some lettuce, some croutons, something. It's got to be boring eating the same thing all the time. But then what they do is they grab them and they bury them. And they bury them all over my front lawn. And sometimes they take them to the neighbor's lawn. I don't know, maybe they think they're getting away with murder. And they hide these acorns, and then in the winter, when you come out here in January or February and the snow is everywhere, these squirrels, they find where they put their nuts. You know, like little Italian squirrels are like, hey, Anthony, you see my nut? You see my nut? No, you didn't. You didn't see nothing. I'm hiding these nuts because I'm going to be hungry in January. I don't want nobody knowing where they're going. I'm going to take them. I'm going to put them over here. You put your nuts over there, and then we're going to get together in January, February, March. We're going to eat these nuts. And everybody else is going to be wishing they hid their nuts. Imagine they could talk. Imagine a squirrel could say to another squirrel, hey, listen, you know what? I'm sick of eating this shit. Nothing but nuts every day. I'm going to go nuts. I eat so many nuts. But anyway, so that's it with the squirrels. So here we are with, I'm glad you're thinking that's funny. All right. So here we are live from my mother's basement, and I was talking about a lot the way things used to be down here. You know, in the morning when me and my brothers would get ready for school, we would come down here. This is where you would take a shower and get dressed and stuff. I just heard somebody walking upstairs in my house. That was creepy. There's nobody in the house. Holy crap. You hear that? I'm in the basement of the house that I grew up in, and I think there's ghosts in this house because I just heard somebody walking around upstairs. Here I am talking about the way things used to be, and all of a sudden I hear somebody walking around. You know, these old wooden floors, and they creak and they crack, sound like there's somebody up there. Anyway, so I'm in the basement, and I remember when we were younger, yeah, the family's always around. It's creepy, right? Lorianne Vendetti's saying they're always around. Yeah, my mother's in the house right now. She's probably watching me going, watch what you're saying, young man. I'll slap the shit out of you. That's the way we grew up. There was nobody pulling any punches when we were kids. You said something wrong, you got your ass kicked. None of that. Spare the rod, spoil a child was in place, boy. Spare the rod, spoil a child. They'll kick your fucking ass. I didn't mean to curse on the radio or on the feed this early in the morning. I don't even know if I'm allowed to. Here I am having my look at my actor's mug. I've been in the business a really long time. I started acting when I was like 13 years old. Started doing a lot of TV commercials. So now here I am doing a live feed on Facebook. Too bad they didn't have Facebook when I was a kid, you know? Too bad they didn't have cell phones. All we had was the promise of a fax machine. So I'm hitting too many topics. We used to come down here. We would get dressed and get ready to go to either work when the three of us were in construction, or you go to school. And your mother was upstairs making 3 brown bags. And in those 3 brown bags, and she put your name on it, Paul, Michael, and Anthony. She put the name on the bag. Identical lunches. Doesn't matter who gets what. They were identical. So let's say my mother made me a meatball sandwich on white bread, which was hilarious back in the day because the meatballs always fell out. But she would press it down with a fork. She would take the meatballs, press it down with a fork until it looked like mush. Then she put two slices of Wonder Bread, around it. A little extra sauce, or gravy as we said. A bag of potato chips, and something to drink. And she put it in the brown bag, and away you went. And then by the end of the day, or no, by lunchtime, there was a nice big brown, oily slick at the bottom of the brown bag. And then you knew you were an Italian kid going to high school or grammar school or whatever the hell it was. But that was good. See, now you're in the house right now. It's quiet. It's so quiet. All you hear is people walking around upstairs, and there's nobody up there. There's the ghosts. Oh, and just to remind everybody, I am going to open up the door. I think I'm going to open the door. Here's what's happening. There's a film crew coming from California on October 23rd. So on October 23rd or October 24th, I'm going to go into the boiler room and I'm going to open up the door because I'll have the crew and everybody could be here. We'll have some security come down here, bring some guns in case there's some trouble. We're going to have a priest come, because you don't know what's going to be going on in there. It could be like The Exorcist. It could be like an exorcism. So we're going to have a priest come from St. Bart's Church. He's going to come over with Jesus and make sure nothing goes wrong. Everything is going to be okay. And if there's a demon in there, we will have the priest with us, we will have Jesus with us, and we'll be protected. And we'll have some guys with some guns, just in case. And then we're going to go in there. Now, I'm hoping there's not going to be any demons in there. I'm hoping there's going to be money, a lot of money. And then you never know. I mean, there could be, what could be in there? Dead bodies from a long time ago, paraphernalia, bottles of wine that were made 200 years ago that now might be worth money, or they're nothing but vinegar. Maybe some antiques, busted bottles, maps, treasure maps, cash, tons of cash, gold, silver, I'm hoping there's going to be something fantastic in there. And I'm going to broadcast the whole thing live. I'll broadcast it on my Facebook page, my fan page. I'll broadcast it on YouTube. I'll broadcast it on ddvradio.com. Charlene, how you doing? It's nice to see you this morning. I hope you're having a great day. It's going to be a fantastic day for everybody today. I'm feeling it. Stay away from the news. You ever wake up in the morning and you're watching the news? Every day I watch the news. I start saying to myself, I got to stop watching the news. There's nothing but depressing shit going on out there. Is anybody going to show any good news? And would good news be news because it's boring? I don't know. I like hearing good things. It's about 8:15 in the morning here on October 11th. You're listening to me every Thursday night on ddvradio.com at live from New Jersey, live from here in my mother's basement. I'm going to have to do some laundry today. Could you imagine I could do anything I want in my mother's basement? I could broadcast. I could do my laundry. I can cook dinner. I can make myself gourmet coffees. I can have a party. I can have a party for like 50 people. Everybody would be comfortable down here. I can have the band come down here, which we're probably going to have the band the day that we open up the door so that they could play us on and off. I could rehearse my drums. I rehearse every day. Put my headphones on, I rehearse, I play, I work out as much as I can. Got a lot of new furniture coming down here today, and I bought some new furniture from upstairs. Then, of course, you come over this way, and like I've been saying for a long time, we're going to open up this door. It's scary. It's going to be thunderous. There it is. It's right over there. That door hasn't been open in over 200 years. The door behind the boiler. Used to be a different boiler down here. This one's about 10 years old. There used to be a boiler that was put in here in the 1940s, the original boiler. That eventually exploded. So it's not down there anymore. So anyway, listen, folks, I just want to let you know, if you're watching the show right now, any friends and fans watching the show, I'm going on tour this week. Right now it is Wednesday, October 11th, but tomorrow, Thursday, October 12th, October 13th, and October 14th, I will be at the downstairscabaret.com, downstairscabaret.com in Rochester, New York. I will be performing in an incredible arena. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tickets are still on sale. You got October 12, 13, and 14. There's going to be a total of 5 shows at the downstairscabaret.com, Rochester, New York. And then on October 15th at 5 o'clock, I'll be performing in the Italian Comedy Festival at the rosetheatre.ca, rosetheatre.ca in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. It's going to be a great, great show. Then I'm going to spend the night there in Canada because on October 16th, I'm going on the Tonight Show of Canada with a guy named Frank D'Angelo. It's going to be fantastic, so tune in and watch that. You can find out where the rest of my tour is going to be by going to MikeMarino.net. Just go to MikeMarino.net and go to tour dates. It'll tell you when I'm coming into your area, and you grab some tickets and come and see a show. The tour is going around the world, so you'll see that not only am I going to be in the United States and Canada, but you're going to see some dates in Australia and in the United Kingdom. Good morning, Anne-Marie Fisher. How are you? It's nice to see you. Welcome to the show live here in my mother's basement. You can keep on watching all the things that I'm doing on YouTube. Mike Marino Live on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Become a subscriber. Whenever I do something that's going to be in your area, you'll get an alert. Actually, you'll get an alert whenever I do some kind of a broadcast. Good morning. How are you? It's nice to see you. Roger, good morning to you, pal. Nice to see you, buddy. Welcome to the show. Hope you guys are having a great day this morning. We were just making some announcements on where my tour is going to be. So once again, no matter whether you're listening to me on ddvradio.com or right now on my fan page, just keep tuning in to all the events that I'm going to be doing. It's the fan mail that keeps me going, folks. I get hundreds of fan letters, and it just ignites me because I feel like, wow, I'm really doing something good. I'm making people happy. I'm making people laugh. And I'm making people think that, hey, you know what? Life's really not that bad when we see all this crazy shit that's going on in the news, okay? The other day I got a fan letter from a friend in Canada, and it was a girl, and she was only 10 years old, 10. And she kept saying how she thinks I'm the funniest thing alive, and she watches me every day. So I said, how could it be that you've seen me perform live in a comedy club? It's impossible. And she said, well, I've never seen you perform live. I just watch your YouTube channel. That's a great feeling. Then I got another family that keeps writing to me saying they want to bring their 14 and 15-year-old to see a live event. Now, if I was performing in a comedy club, you couldn't bring anybody under 21 because they serve alcohol. But if I'm in a theater, it's a theater show, and the kid can actually sit there having popcorn watching the show, and there's no problem with that. I just warn everybody there is foul language, and if the kid is okay with foul language, or the parents of the kid are okay with watching some foul language, then yes, come to the show, because I'm really not that bad. And you'll have a lot of fun. Go ahead and get to work, Anne-Marie. I did this broadcast early because I was trying to do a broadcast that had to deal with drive time and catch everybody before they went to work. So I'm telling you, thank you for writing. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a fan and writing into the show. So yes, you have a fantastic day today. That's what I'm doing. I'm telling everybody have such a great day that you just think about, you know what? I'm so happy to be alive. I'm happy to see some rainy days because it's raining today. And you know what? I'm going to keep watching Mike Marino. I'm going to keep watching Mike Marino whenever he does a broadcast, whether it's on his fan page or his friend page or on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube and you subscribe to my channel, you will get an alert that I'm on and you can watch. And you will be one of the first people and persons to actually get the new videos as we post. Last year this year, we finished up a whole TV series called Marino 2016. And it's hilarious. It's fun to watch. It's all on my YouTube channel. A lot of other projects that are on the YouTube channel. Hey, Bellin. Good morning. There you go. There's Bellin Bruno, ladies and gentlemen. If Brandon Bruno is the CEO to Rockstar Clothing, then I guess Bellin would be the president in charge of marketing, let's say. So good morning, Bellin. It's nice to see you. I'm actually wearing a Rockstar shirt right now. Rockstar Clothing, ladies and gentlemen, I've been saying this for quite some time. Get these clothes now. Because not only does he have great t-shirts with great sayings, great slogans, and they have button-downs for guys, girls, really cool shirts. And I love wearing cool shirts like this when I'm on stage because they're loud and they say very cool stuff. This is the Rockstar right here on the back of this shirt. It actually says, American-made Italian parts. It's really, really good. They got another one that says Band of Brothers and a lot of different shirts. So if you go to rockstarclothinginc.com, you could check it out. They got great watches and accessories. There's some stores that sell these products, but you could also get them online. Roger is saying right now, can we do a write-in campaign, Mike Marino for governor in New Jersey, or how about Uncle Tommy? Roger, thank you very much for that. Now, that is a great compliment. That lets me know that Roger right here had seen me doing my Uncle Tommy yesterday, which was a post that I put out off the top of my head. I don't know if it was yesterday. Maybe it was Monday on Columbus Day, because it was just perfect timing. And if my uncle was alive today, he would have did something like that. My Uncle Tommy was one of the funniest guys alive. I started doing stand-up impersonating my Uncle Tommy, and I think what we're going to do is I'm going to bring him back and make it a great character, and bring that to this TV show, my web series, and everything. So, Roger, thank you so much for letting everybody see that you said that about Uncle Tommy, because I'm going to keep on doing that character, and I have a bunch of other characters I'm going to do too. We got a guy who smokes too much weed that I'm going to put on. I got a guy who acts a little bit on the feminine side that we're going to do, and a bunch of different characters like that. And you can watch it all on YouTube, or you can watch it right here on my fan page. I might do another broadcast later today on my friend's page to send somebody over to this one. But right now, this is what we're doing here. So thank you very much, Roger. That's really great. We're going to keep on doing that. And big shout out to all my sponsors and all my friends. Of course, RockstarClothingIncorporated.com. Devotion Vodka, ladies and gentlemen. This just came on board. Devotion Vodka. And hashtag Devotion. We're going to get more involved with that as we climb the ladder and get more and more. If you want to sponsor a show, all you have to do is inbox me right here on Facebook, Mike Marino Live. Hi, Carolyn. How are you? Vinny Get the Bat. That's right. Thank you so much for watching. Carlo, how you doing, man? I appreciate that. Carlo, you're in Italy, aren't you? Are you in Italy? I don't even know how to say are you in Italy in Italian. I got this great fan letter from Carlo Piffieri. I hope I'm saying it right. Carlo Piffieri from Italy. He wrote me a paragraph, and I had to call a friend of mine to translate the Italian fan letter, which was really great. He called me El Presidente, which I think we all know in Italian is the president. Carlo, ciao, grazie, dove andiamo? I think that's all I need to say right now. Or buongiorno. I don't even know what time it is in yeah. I don't even know what time it is in Italy, but thank you so much, Carlo. Molto bene. Grazie. Keep on watching live from my mother's basement. I love acknowledging people when they write in. The other day, a guy wrote to me, and he calls himself Gary Bacala. No, wait. Gabagool. Gary Gabagool. Prime Minister is actually vacant. All right, so now I'm getting, I might be president in Italy, or the Prime Minister. Imagine being the Prime Minister of Italy. I don't even speak the language. Shut up, everybody. Get out of the way. I could be Uncle Tommy out there. Here's what you got to do, kid. Anyway, so that's really, really great. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate all this fan mail. Like I said, this guy the other day, Gabagool, Gary Gabagool, and he wrote to me a bunch of times, and he said he likes my work. So I called him. I think I shocked the shit out of him. He couldn't believe it was me calling. And one of the greatest things he kept saying to me, he goes, "Wow, you're like a regular guy. You're like a regular guy." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, holy shit, do you hear this? They're getting ready to cut my lawn. Even in the rain, they cut the lawn. Right now, you got 20 squirrels going, would you get the hell out of here? I'm trying to eat." Could you imagine being a squirrel, you're eating your nut, and all of a sudden the lawn guy comes, and he's looking at him like, "Would you get the hell out of here?" All right, listen, I got to get going. This has been a great broadcast. I am so happy today. Look, I'm getting all these tweets now from a lot of different comedians. Hey, listen, speaking of comedians, we recently lost in the comedy community a really great comedian, so I do want to do a quick tribute to him. Ralphie May, ladies and gentlemen. A long time ago, when I first started playing the Comedy Store in Los Angeles, Ralphie May came down there, and me and a bunch of other comedians that you all know had a lot of fun, cut our teeth in the business, helped each other crack some jokes, helped each other stay in the business. Ralphie and I spent a lot of time together when he first started dating his wife, Lana, and I remember when we were in the Laugh Factory in Hawaii, Ralphie and I had a lot of fun. Well, he passed away a couple of days ago. He's no longer with us. He died at the young age of 45. Ralphie May, I'm going to miss you, pal. And to all my fellow comedians out there, take care of yourselves, guys. We go through a lot of stress. We work every night of the week, and we travel so much. It's hard to stay healthy because we eat late at night. We're all at the age now. You can't show up at a 7-Eleven at 1 o'clock in the morning and grab a couple of hot dogs and drive home. So everybody out there, listen to what I'm saying. Take care of yourself. If you're in your late 40s, early 50s, exercise as much as you can. Laugh as much as you can. Cut down on the bad foods, especially the sugars. And that's it. Listen, I'm Mike Marino. I want to thank everybody for watching the show this morning. Thank you, everybody at ddvradio.com, the producers, the directors, Joe Lemaire. Let's just keep on going. We'll keep doing what we're doing. We'll make people happy and make America Italian again. Don't forget, go to MikeMarino.net. Find out when I'm coming into your neighborhood, all right? You don't know nothing. You didn't see nothing. Don't say nothing. And how do I always end my broadcast? Don't take no shit from nobody. Hey folks, I hope you're enjoying watching my podcast live from my mother's basement. We're having a lot of fun, and I'm going to have a lot of great guests on the show in the future. So if you like it, hit like. You could also leave a comment. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch other funny videos. And you could also listen to my podcast on your favorite podcast app like Spotify and iTunes.